while all this is going on, can I just go hide behind the big crate full of wine?
Sure, you go hide in the big crate.
Yeah. Because it's a big crate. Is there enough for 2 people?
Very uncomfortably, another person could fit in, but would risk breaking lots of the wine.
So can't we just move the wine out before?
You could.
Okay, well, I'm taking the wine. It's mine. It's mine now. I don't move it. It's just now in my pockets, which makes it take up less volume.
There's 10 bottles.
All mine. Thank you.
I'm going to have a couple Cinders take some of the wine to...
I am inside of this bar. I'm inside of this crate right now.
Yeah, he's hugging it strongly.
Do you want it to break should something happen?
Exactly, so you should stay outside.
Or would you like it in the boiler room?
Well, this is a wine cellar.
What logic is that?
Wine goes in a wine cellar.
Oh my god, but sure. What? Sure, okay.
So, other than the fridge and the elevator and the topless barrel and the crate where Noel is hiding, where else can I hide?
Okay, let's just take the wine out. Just take the wine out.
I'm very glad that you guys didn't poke the skin and then try to decide.
Yeah, I'm going to send Cinder to snuggle with Noel, and I will be hiding in the topless barrel.
All right.
I poke the skin and then I hide in the barrel using poof.
Father alarm goes off. Footsteps can be heard. Into the room. She's covered with David's skin. There are little dark claw-shaped marks on her back that seem to be electrical burns that this skin has protected her from. And you see it just go around. See its eyes fix onto the elevator. Runs forward. Looks in there. Runs back. And then goes to the storeroom.
So we did a good thing to hide.
Steps in. Something else opens. And then again, cleaning up sounds. And then closing the door. Coming back towards the wine cellar. Cleaning out the garbage from the ground. Closing the door.
Shout. I always liked Logan better. So he's again.
You do notice that she hears and again does become angry but ignores it. And she's now sitting there near the poop, starting to go through it, looking at something.
Did she close the storeroom?
Both the storeroom and the wine room, but obviously the armed security barricade on it is fucked. She broke that down.
Yeah, good. Thank God.
This was the first time that got broken, but not the first time apparently she had heard this alarm.
Well, one of us should bring her to the kitchen again.
So one Cinder's gonna get on top of another Cinder and stab.
Honey, purge the kitchen! And she has gone again.
I'm going to open the store.
Oh, Artemis would be like, just whisper to her, check for traps.
She indeed does.
Nothing is found. First of all, there are traces of the same flammable material, Artemis, that was shoved into the locker in the butler's room, apparently having been shoved under this door and then lit, but obviously it didn't do much damage. So, up, there is an elevator opening, a heavy weapon bag. Down, a set of pods made for exoskeletons. To the left, another elevator opening that seems to go up. So this is what would fetch things from above and bring them down. There is a chip pathway that seems to have something stuck in it, so it's showing a little glow for malfunction. And there is a note on the ground that seems to have fallen out, you know, Artemis, from the elevator. To the right, there is a weapon repair station with lots of tools, some amount of parts, and there is an interface there as well. Big crate and full package of Claynova equipment.
Artemis wipes up Cinder's drool.
It's not drool only at this point. It's not only on the top that you have to worry about. But Cinder doesn't move. I don't see any traps, and I don't fucking trust that.
Noel and Sachiko,
I'm just chilling in the crate right now.
still holding your alcohol tightly.
Yes.
The Chico moves to the crate, looks at Cinder and Nolan says, so any mother-daughter incest lesbian going on?
No, she wouldn't give me any of the wine.
All right.
People
So,
fucking disgust me.
Cinder, can you tell me if that fridge over there is trapped or not?
I can try.
Thank you, honey. Always in awe of your fantastic abilities.
Right. Cinder is going to check for skin and traps.
None.
Explode the fridge.
Small amounts, but all types of drinks and sodas that could be used to make alcoholic cocktails.
Can you use soda to make drops?
Nah, I don't believe so.
If you were to use forensics on your search,
Yeah.
you think there is a little bit of an alien substance in here that you just touch and feel but can't see. Just a little bit of oiliness.
Is there any addiction associated with licking liquids off a fridge?
Sexual, I suppose. You could reach a point where you could no longer orgasm without doing such.
Well, the joke's on you. I have never orgasmed in my life.
I completely believe that.
Artemis and other Cinder.
Exoskeletons.
Yep.
Nanosuit.
You go to check those. One of them seems to be a prototype model that you think perhaps was built by Norman. Another one seems to be an actual manufactured one that has already been in the market and doesn't seem to be fueled, seems to just work via leverage. Both of them seem to be exposed to damage without protective armor on them.
But the person inside damaged?
It wouldn't stop damage getting to the person inside. Adamo 15 can be a danger to you if used without fuel. That's the one that uses fuel.
One of the cinders is going to go to the Planova items, and the other cinder is going to have a deep look.
The Clanova pack has one fully functional magazine in it, a mask, a Clanova mag functional radio, so all of these work with Clanova magazine. There's a flashlight, there's a lighter that works with a small amount of plasma heating. There is a quad charger, could get 4 magazines in it, and then you plug it into an outlet, starting to charge all 4 of them together. There is a double charger and another double charger. There's also a personal heater in the Clanova pack that you could wear, mostly focused around your limbs.
I'm gonna grab that pack.
Alright, could I explore the parts?
Your weapon knowledge would tell you that Norman himself repaired the different types of weapons, and there are parts of those weapons lying around.
I want to also, because I just want to have a super quick look in there. I'm able to just check on the shelter quickly.
Everything seems fine. You just see the glowing crawlers going around and trying to clean up anything that's around that could be used as food for them.
They're so cute.
But one of them seems to be very focused on the stasis.
Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, one of us should.
Yeah, we left her in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just going to give her a bath. It's going to clean up the pee.
Yeah. But yeah, how close is that thing? How fast do they move?
As if you were sauntering. You could reach before it reaches the doorway.
Okay, I'll go.
But
Close the
don't
door.
stop it.
Yeah, I will stop it.
But why?
Because
do
it's,
so.
it's gonna wake up the mother and scare the living daylight out of her.
Why do you care about this evil cunt family?
Because we can get more information from her.
We can get information from her when she's scared.
We go to the other Cinder together with Sachiko and Noel in the wine room.
You want to get out of here?
Just wait a little bit more, honey.
I hate when you do that.
Has anyone looked at the box under the shelf?
Not yet.
But then, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
A manually worked but easy to function bottle maker.
Right.
What is a bottle maker?
You know how each of them have metal caps on top? Yeah, you can put that on.
Oh.
Compresses it.
Mm.
So 500 caps, 10 bottles, the bottle capper, let's call it.
So can I, with the equipment, medical equipment that I have with me, take a sample of the invisible liquid around the fridge?
You can.
Could even do a DNA thing of it, couldn't you?
Yeah.
I even don't know if it's alive. I just want to take a sample and see if I can find anything in the storeroom, like a microscope or something.
You already have some equipment to tell certain details about it just because you took the medical forensic stuff from the bag.
Okay, so I first use those.
You know that it's some sort of salival residue, and it could, in ways, match Logan's.
Holy shit, it spits in a way that covers an entire fucking fridge?
No. Again, I remind you, it was inside the fridge, the residue.
Oh. Is this spit dangerous for people?
It's not. However, where you find that spit, it might be that a little bit of a sharp object was also resting there, just from the little indentation on some of the fridge levels.
Did Artemis take either of the exoskeletons?
Nope, he did not.
So essentially what cinders are going to do is slide the Clanova pack into the boiler room.
Is the door closed so that the little guys can't eat anything?
What remains of the door is slid back into place, and you put some other barriers in place to act as a door. Yeah.
Perfect. And how does the mother look outwardly? Just still sleeping?
Asleep, and seems like she would be spending more and more time asleep if she has left there, just because she is also very hungry and doesn't have much energy anyway.
Right. Can I look at the little squidge monsters?
They seem to now be licking at your feet and fingers.
What kind of like texture are they? And how can they be like damaged and stuff?
Any sharp object, any slice, slash, pierce, and they're very susceptible to damage. But yeah, blunt damage they seem to be mostly fine with.
They would secrete a very damaging liquid when they are bursted. Just keep that in mind.
Oh yeah.
Can I put an animal amplifier on it?
Keep in mind, you don't have the collar. The collar is still on the mother.
Okay, I'll get the collar off.
You easily take it off, and you take it to the growing bacterial monster. And Sin,
Grab as much supplies as she can to fix weapons.
all right, and Noel.
Go join Artemis.
He wants to listen to the squish monsters as well.
Yeah.
Sachiko.
I want to go downstairs. Number one, I want to check on the mutations on the baby and the brother and see what new thing I learned from them.
Some of the distinctive things about the Logan one is that it's starting to grow little claw-like features out of the tips of his fingers, and also beak-like things out of his palm as this thing is peeling off of his neurotic filament. And a lot of his glands that have to do with his digestion tract are then rerouting towards his arms.
Holy shit, the dentata one.
Yep.
So, do I have a timetable on how long before they get dangerous?
In an hour or two, they'd probably start to get very dangerous.
Both of them?
They could get dangerous. There's no predicting.
Potential.
Am I safe in assuming that one of the cinders is with me?
No. Y'all left her in the storeroom alone.
Okay, so is there anyone other than a cinder in the room with me?
Near the doorway that they have blocked off, Noel and Artemis are there. Anyone else would be just the mother asleep.
I inform Noel and Artemis that we should burn these two corpses that I dissected. They are turning into dangerous monster in a matter of short time.
Artemis is busy trying to understand what the squish monster's saying. He'll just be like,
I want to stay with Artemis momentarily.
Artemis, you connect it. You think that whatever it's capable of is just being trained to understand different levels of emotion and can be told to follow, to stay, allowed or disallowed to feed, and also, if shaken, will enjoy it and also will glow more.
oh, can I wiggle it?
Sure.
Oh, so cute. Artemis will be fucking ecstatic with this.
Also, their heads seem to be now getting absorbed into their backbone. So just two eyes are peeking from between their backwards bent arms and legs that, carry them around.
Oh, cute. Thank
I
you.
need these things drawn. Cinder is going to check for skin before she touches the exoskeletons.
Because you also did a deep search, you only know that there is skin in the elevator. But if you had read the descriptions for what the prototype exoskeleton uses as fuel, you know that you have 1 out of 3 Qatra in the elevator stuck there. Actual Asher's collar with an amplifier attached to it and a note.
Right,
Those are the only things that have skin covering underneath them. But the exoskeletons are all fine.
right. I'm going to move those into the boiler room.
All right, the prototype seems to be a bit heavy.
That's fine. With the other one, I am going to read the note without touching it.
I will clean the house for your return, Mother. I'll check everything as thoroughly as you. I'll never forget my dear guests, friends, and lovers, but I'll keep them where no one can see them.
With the third, I'm going to get the heavy weapon to the boiler room.
That's that. Sachiko,
Do I know where sins are?
you know where you last saw them, which was in the wine room and then the storeroom as you were walking back into the boiler room.
Can I kill these things myself, or do I have to get rid of the entire body?
It's safest to get rid of the entire body, but obviously it's up to you.
So before I go to the storeroom and I see the things that I can set those things on fire with.
You find a little bit of the same medical substance that seems to have been used on both the butler's locker and the door in the basement, but you also think that this same thing can be found in some of the cleaning trolleys.
Lighters, matches, anything?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so I want to create a distance between these two corpses and the other things, so I won't set anything else on fire, and I want to burn these two particular things.
You attempt it very quickly. The shelter auto security acts in with just gusts of certain chemicals. The fire goes out.
So, can I get Artemis's attention for a second?
Is that what Sachiko says? or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you turn off the emergency, what do you call it, fire thingy, so that I can set fire on two corpses?
Sounds reasonable. Does he know how to do that?
He knows he can mess with the system now that it's unlocked, so sure.
Yep. He shall do that.
Safety for that room is off.
I try to set those motherfuckers on fire again.
They're burning.
What's the smell like?
It mostly is just burnt flesh. However, the filament itself, that gives a very weird, how, for example, if electronics are overheating, and yeah.
So I will wait until they are completely destroyed, and I will ask Artemis to turn on the security shit again.
I'm not sure, but I guess I'll do it.
I believe I should be commended here. I had the foresight to solve a problem that I myself created.
Thank you. Good girl. He starts petting the squishy things instead of Sachiko, but saying good girl while looking at Sachiko.
The one that has the collar on seems to respond positively.
Oh, it's so cute. Artie created so many wonderful things. Oh.
Sachiko feels that she really likes to be patted on the head, and her morale drops 10 points.
What's her morale? 10.
Just goes crazy.
I mean, it's Sachiko.
One of the ways they seem to show that they're happy is just moving their plump bodies up and down while the legs are all fours just standing still, just shaking. Woo, 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 woo.
Oh, it's so cute. You even made a little sound effect for it. Woo, 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 woo.
I don't know how to respond, to be totally honest.
You should pat it as well.
I'm gonna have to use my numb perk in order to get through this traumatic event.
Cinder, as you move all the things, each one that you bring into the boiler room, Alice approaches it and sniffs it a bit and touches it a bit and then goes away again. Yeah, that's what happens with everything you bring in.
Cinder each time will be like, yeah, that's right, baby girl. You can learn. You're doing great. I love you so much.